Hello and welcome to the Docking Base 77 podcast YouTube channel. I am one of the hosts, Dayton Johnson. Joining me for this particular Versus episode, we have one of the other hosts. It is Disney John. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm actually very excited to be on a music episode and one that I really care about.
I'm glad to hear it. So once again, with the Versus episode, what we're doing is we're taking an original song and discussing it and comparing it to a cover version. This particular episode, we are looking at the song Big Yellow Taxi, commonly miscalled Pave Paradise, by Joni Mitchell, and covered by the punk band Pinhead Gunpowder. So let's jump into this. Which version of the song were you most familiar with? It could be either of these two or any other version, because there are quite a few
Oh,
covers of this song. So,
okay. Well, now that you've opened it up, it's going to be Counting
yes,
Crows. 100% Counting
yes.
Crows. I
So,
mean, I
there you
mean,
go.
I'm sorry. The rest of the universe probably, like I did up until recently, thought that Counting Crows was the OG version of the song.
Well, it's
But this was
funny too.
probably number 300 in the list.
So we were discussing this at the dinner table the other night, my, I had, my daughter was like, "Do I know that song?" I'm like, "You know the version, like," and then I gave her some of the lyrics. She goes, "Oh yeah." She goes, "Yeah, I know the County Crows version." I'm like, "Yes, with Vanessa Carlton as well." So yes,
Mm-hmm.
there was a whole generation of people, and also depending on the radio station we were listening to, it's probably the one you heard as well. Now, I'm surprised you're not familiar with Amy Grant cover.
Oh, that's on my list. Like
Okay, all right,
literally, it's on my list. I am very familiar with the Amy Grant one.
all
Yes.
right. Just want to make sure. Just
I
want to
mean,
make
like
sure.
she was one of my top seven crushes. So,
I know she absolutely
mm-hmm.
was. Okay, so for me, I was way more familiar with the original by Joni Mitchell. In fact, it made my top seven protest songs video. Go back and check out that for the other six that are on that list. I had never heard the other version from Pinhead Gunpowder. I'd never heard it before.
Me
It,
either.
yeah, I looked up the song and I knew, of course, of the Counting Crows song. I knew the Amy Grant cover, and then I was like, well, I don't know this version, so let's throw this in there. And I gotta admit, I have feelings, but it was nice to hear a different version of the song that I never heard before. So and
Yeah.
it's nice, and I know with the last one, with Liam, he had never heard either version of Hazy Shade of
Oh,
Winter,
really?
so that was a surprise. So it's all about hearing new music. So there you go.
Oh, 100. I totally agree. And we will get into Pinhead in a minute. Like
Yeah.
I've got thoughts as well. Like,
All right. All right. I'm sure they're not as pleasant as mine, but I'm sure you have thoughts, and that's okay. All right. So let's discuss the original version, as I said, from Joni Mitchell. It was written by Joni Mitchell and appears on her album Ladies of the Canyon. It was released as a single in April of 1970. It reached number 15 in her home country of Canada, number 6 in Australia, number 11 in the UK. It only reached number 67 on the Billboard Hot 100. In 1974, a live version appears on her album uh album what is it? Miles of Isles. Sorry, misread my own my notes were wrong, but it's Miles of Isles. And this version actually peaked on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 24. So the live version of the song actually did better for her. The song was inspired by a trip she took to Hawaii.
mhm.
Quote, "I wrote Big Yellow Taxi my first trip to Hawaii. I took a taxi to the hotel. When I woke up the next morning, I threw back the curtains and saw these beautiful green mountains in the distance. Then I looked down. There was a parking lot as far as I could see, and it broke my heart. This blight on paradise. That's when I sat down and wrote the song." So, as you could tell, it's which is one of the reasons why it made my protest songs. Is very much an environmental uh, song, talking about how we treat the environment. We move everything out of the way to make it
Mhm.
easier for us. So, as we already mentioned, Counting Crows did a cover of the song in 2002. Amy Grant's cover was in 1995. Bob
Mhm.
Dylan also covered it as well.
Yes.
And
It
there
was not
actually
good.
that was a lot of what I read. I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
Oh, I listened to all the ones that I'm going to mention.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So there was a traffic jam mix that was done for the TV show Friends and appears on that soundtrack. So I'm kind of curious about how
Oh, I
that one
haven't heard
sounds.
that one.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing that one. So, all right. So let's jump in thoughts on the original. How any thoughts, any likes, dislikes, or just general opinion of the original song? Or
I
Disney
liked it.
John?
I thought it fit the 70s for the folksy song music of the
Yes.
time. I really liked it. Um, I like Joni Mitchell songs because I also listen to some of her other music while doing this just to see, make sure I think I've heard her before. I mean, I had to grow up
Yes,
listening to this. My dad was a big old bluegrass person, and folk music is like a half step away from that. So,
that's fair.
um, so it was definitely in my ears at some point when I was younger. I liked it. I really liked it a lot. I thought the styling of it was perfect. And you're talking about your protest songs. This is low key a protest song, but with a really
Right.
happy upbeat, right?
Yes. Yes.
And so it's like you don't see it as a protest song until later on if you really pay attention to it. And it wasn't until later that it became like the environmental anthem. Like people would hold this song up as like, look, this is song's all about how we're destroying our earth. And
Right.
so I really liked it. I think the only thing I disliked about it was like be and this is so unfair. I like the Counting Crows version and Amy Grant's version so much that some of her 70s folksy like warbles and stuff like that kind of are annoying in the song. And I just want
Kind
this jazzy song that comes out. Like that's literally my only dislike. And I had to look for that one. Like I listened
okay.
to him
Okay.
several times. And I was like, oh, I don't like that. Like, and normally that doesn't bother me, but it didn't feel like it fit the song, particularly when you think Crows is the first original song. So there's a thing that I did.
Well, I understand. So for me, I do it is a perfect example of the singer-songwriter genre from Southern California from the late 60s, early 70s. And with acoustic guitar, there's not a lot of instruments in the song. You can definitely hear them. The production is actually quite good considering how old it is. It's a very quick song. I think it's only like
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes, 16 seconds. So
Yep.
it's very short to the point, easy to sing along to. And it really did get stuck in my head after got prepared for this. It just kept jumping in there and
Mm-hmm.
not in a bad way, not like some songs where you just can't. It's like, oh
Oh
my God,
yeah.
get out of my head.
No.
No, this is funny because it's a fun song to sing along to. And it is one of those, like you said, that feels all bouncy and everything. But then when you actually start listening to what she's saying, you're kind of like, oh, this is actually about something. So,
And
uh,
it's not until you hear DDT because you're like
yes,
DDT. Wait a minute. What?
yes, exactly, exactly. So for me, the only complaint I actually have about the song is I don't like her little fake laugh at the very end of the song.
Ah, yes.
It's,
Oh,
it,
I'm on board with you.
yeah, because she does another little giggle like at the very end of the song. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
almost at when the music is fading out. That was fine, but the other one just kind of felt like it
It
was
was
very
no.
forced. Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
forced. And I know she was probably laughing to how she changed her voice, but it
Yeah, no,
sounded
that's
fake.
exactly what
Yeah,
she's laughing at. And I was just like,
yeah,
that's what really bothered me was like, I guess that whole ending piece, like that, because that's what the part that was like, I didn't like it. I just did that was unnecessary for the song.
yeah. I agree. I agree. All right. Anything else you want to say about the original?
Um, no, I mean, no, because are we gonna get into are we gonna get into other bands that sang this later?
We
Okay,
actually we could jump right now.
so
Yeah,
I will say, so I went out, I found the neighborhood did it. We already talked
right.
about Amy Grant and the Counting Crows and Bob Dylan. Harry Styles did a performance, an acoustic version on the BBC in 2020.
Okay.
Um, Great Grandpa, a Seattle band, covered it for KEXP, and IMY2 is a Nashville pop rock trio. Very good cover. Um,
All right.
and I will say that also, do you remember Nina from the 90s
I
who sang
do.
99? She has got an amazing cover of this. This is
Interesting.
this is what I wish Pinhead would have been
All right. Well,
because
we'll get to
so
that.
we'll get there. That's my segue right into Pinhead. So
All right. All right. So let's move on to the cover that we're discussing. So yes, Pinhead Gunpowder did a cover of it. They are a punk band that was formed in 1991 in the East Bay area of California. The current lineup includes Bill Schneider, Jason White, who is a touring member of the band Green Day, Aaron Comet Bus, and Billy Joe Armstrong of Green Day. So he's the one that
okay,
actually he's singing the song. So
that makes so much sense. I did not do any
yes,
look into them. I was like, man, this sounds like Green Day.
yes, and there's a very good reason because that's the voice of Green Day singing the song. The song appears on their 1992 EP, Fahaza. Sure, I'm going to mispronounce it or whatever. Yeah, it's Fahaza, and it's 21 seconds shorter than the original, clocking in
Mm-hmm.
at a mere 1 minute 55 seconds. So it's definitely in a hurry. So I will start
Yeah.
thoughts on this one. So for me, if you were to tell me a early 90s punk band covered this song, this is exactly what my brain would have pictured. This is exactly. So for me, it was actually quite good in that respect. I like that they didn't go with a straight up cover. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that because some of my favorite covers are some of my favorite bands just doing kind of like this is our version, but it sounds like the original. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
This one they sped up the tempo definitely, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
The electric guitars, the drums, everything is very emblematic of the early 90s pop punk movement.
Oh yeah. God,
Um,
yes.
and what I like about it in as opposed to the Counting Crows version, um, the punk pop movement was very anti-establishment, which works for these lyrics and the overall feel of the song. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, they succeed in taking a song that's from this, 1970 and made it modern and feels like their song abandoning without abandoning the
The traditional
nature of the original
folksy.
song.
Yeah.
Yes. They said, well, we're not going to do folksy, but the music's there and it's their song,
They hit the right chords and they hit them
yes.
at their own speed.
Yes, they definitely did that. And I appreciate that. So, and I also do like the fact that towards the end, after the title lyric, the big yellow taxi taking my old man
Mm-hmm.
away, um, their pause is actually longer than the one that Joni Mitchell does. And I kind of like that. And then they do the count in. So it was kind of their little, that's one of the only things they actually change, aside from obviously the tempo and
The
the
speed.
electric guitars, but the only like part of the arrangement that they change. So I do like their version, and that's me, but now you go ahead and tell me all the reasons why
Well,
I'm wrong.
no, and I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong because okay, so I am one who loves when like a slow folksy song gets turned into like a heavy metal or like this punk stuff. I don't I actually kind of like that genre from the 90s.
Mhm.
Like Disturbed when they did Sound of Silence. Like
Right.
when they put that rough, gravelly voice in there and just like, I mean, that just hits and it hits so good. And there's the one that we had in our chat recently over Christmas that was oh my gosh, we it was a punked out version of a Christmas song, and it was like one of the
Okay.
best songs ever. And I was like, oh my god, I love doing that to a song. This
Right.
just didn't hit for me. That's it. It like
Interesting.
I like
Okay.
the sound of it. I like the music of it. I mean, like I like it. It's just it didn't hit for me because I think I was so ingrained into that old folksy slower sound
Huh.
that it just didn't hit right for me. And it's not that I hate it at all. It's just it doesn't do it for me. I mean, if I had to choose between the two, I'm always going to listen to Joni Mitchell's version.
Okay.
Now, if you put Nina in the mix, I will listen to hers. You really have to do yourself a favor and listen to that one. It's very good. And it's way more rocker, right? I mean, it's way
Okay.
more rock version than the original. Like there's electric guitars, there's all of it. It's very good.
All right. I'll have to
Um
check that out too.
yeah, I would highly recommend that one.
All right. So basically, John is picking the original over the Pinhead
Yes,
Gunpowder version.
100%.
So going into this, I wasn't so sure which way I was going to go because I figured, well, the original's going to be good, and that maybe whatever. I'll give this the cover a listen. Well, the more I listened to it, the more I liked what they did. And I do like it, but after some considerable consideration, alliteration aside, uh I'm still going to go with the original, because,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
well, what they didn't make it better enough for me to
Mm-hmm.
like it. I'm not upset with the version. I'm not upset with the change, the minor changes that they did overall. And it's a good song. I'm
Yeah,
happy that I actually got a chance to listen to it.
me too.
But for me, if you're going to tell me, well, we got to pick one, I'm like, well, I'm picking the Joni Mitchell
Joni's.
version.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to check out some of the other ones you mentioned, but so far, none of the other covers I've heard will replace the original. So, which
Wait till you listen to
I
Nina.
know.
I'm telling you,
See,
God, it is so good.
now I'm thinking I should have picked that one. Oh well.
I
Um,
almost called you to say, hey, we should change.
yeah. Well, now we've given people even more reasons to check out some of the other covers as well.
Yes.
So,
Especially
all
Amy
right.
Grant.
I don't like her version that much. I know you're crushing on her. I wasn't. It's okay.
It's
All
all good.
right. That's all good. All right. Well, that was a good discussion, and I want to
Yeah.
thank Disney John for hopping in on this one with me. So
Yeah. Thanks for putting me on a really great versus episode. This is great.
fantastic. We have plenty more to come. We're going to try and do at least two versus episode a month. So look
Nice.
forward to those. I'm trying not to duplicate bands over and over again, even though you did mention the Sounds of Silence, which is tentatively on the list, but we
Oh, I'm
already
so sorry. I
no,
didn't
no,
know
it's
that.
okay. But we already did a Simon and Garfunkel songs. We might not do it anytime
Ah,
soon, so that's okay. Let us know what you think. I will put links for both of these songs in the show notes. And as every other YouTuber says, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this particular episode. Hit that bell so you are notified every time we have
ding
a new
ding.
episode. Ding ding. And as always, thank you for watching.